Hey guys, I'm going to show how to get different versions of Python running on your Windows computer in a flexible way that lets us change packages and change Python versions as we go. So just type Miniconda, and we'll go ahead and grab that from the Anaconda website. If you go to download, scroll to the bottom and download the Miniconda installer. We don't need the entire distribution. Just go ahead and grab Miniconda on its own. Download that, save it, and run. You can just download it for yourself and go ahead and not register it as the default Python. This makes it a little bit more flexible if we want to change versions. All right, after it's installed, just click next and we can finish out. If you want to actually get this running, just press the Windows button, type Anaconda Prompt, and this will work when you start your computer over. You can even open multiple of these. So I'll just type Anaconda Prompt. And in each of these, you'll see they have a base environment active. These are virtual environments or Conda environments where we can install packages into them. We can also change the Python version that's in them as well. So the way we manage these, we don't really want to just install everything into the root. So we'll make a new environment first. I'll do Conda create -n for new, and then the name of your environment. And we'll go ahead and just accept everything here. It will install everything directly into this default directory, which is right here in case you ever need it. All we need to do now is Conda activate your environment based on its name. And then now instead of base, it should say myenv, meaning that now anything you do within the terminal now, it's going to download stuff directly into this environment instead of the base. And we can easily switch things up too. If you want to create a new version with a different version of Python, first let's check what we have. We have Python -- version. It's set to 3.14 right now, but we can do Conda create, do a new version or a new virtual environment. I'll call it myenv2. And then we'll just set the Python right here equals 3.11. So that's an easy way to change which Python's actively running depending on the environment. And it's super easy in Windows. Usually it's a little tricky to do this compared to Linux. So I highly recommend doing this kind of virtual environment setup through Conda because it's super, super easy. And there we go. So if we do Conda env list, we can actually see all the different environments that are here right now, global or base, myenv, which is active right now, and then myenv2. So let's go ahead and Conda activate myenv2, and that should switch us. So now let's see, we're in a different environment now. It's whatever's in those parentheses. So now if I type Python -- version, it's going to say 3.11. That's fantastic. It's a really easy way to switch between things. Next, I kind of want to show what you can do with this. So a really quick demo is if you get Jupyter running or Jupyter Notebook, it lets us kind of have a development environment or an IDE without having to install anything. And I'm also going to show how to just make a simple graph in here because it's using packages in a way that is specific to that virtual environment that we have. So first we need to install Jupyter. We can just do pip install Jupyter with a Y. And because our environment's active right now, it's actually just going to install it into that environment, so it's not global. That's fantastic. That's the whole reason we're doing this, is so that we can switch things easily in between different workspaces or projects, and it's all within the same terminal. All right, so pip is done installing everything. That's our package manager. And you can also grab this stuff from anaconda.org as well. You could easily do Conda install. There's different ways to do that if you would rather not use pip. But as long as your environment's active, it doesn't matter. You can use either one of the two. So let's go ahead and get one more thing. I want to install seaborn. So I'll do pip install seaborn. And that's going to give us access to all this charting that we can do. All right, so that's done. And again, this is really really lightweight, so we're not actually using IDE or anything. That means we do need to figure out where we want to make the project. So I'll just say over here, new folder, and we'll just call this project. But right now I'm actually running from the root. So to get over here to the folder, you can copy the address up here with Control-C, and then say CD for change directory, space, right click, and then press enter. Now we are actively in this folder for our Miniconda prompt. So again, just be careful if your computer shuts down or something, or you start a new prompt, like a new terminal here, it's actually back on the root. And watch this right here, the environment is back to base, or the global environment. So just be really careful, make sure that you have Conda activate to whatever you want to be running. Again, if I were just running myenv, I could activate it here. I can also Conda deactivate, and that will deactivate it back to base. And then finally, you can do Conda env list to see all your different environments, with the star being the one that's currently active in that terminal. All right, so back to myenv2. I'm in the right folder. Now all I need to type is Jupyter notebook with a Jupyter with a Y, and press enter. That's going to go ahead and open our kind of notebook or sciencey, scrappy IDE directly into the browser. And if you miss this, it doesn't automatically open, you can just copy this with right click and paste it into the browser. So I don't have anything in this folder. I can just say new Python 3, and that's going to make a new file. So just like this, if you're looking on the Jupyter site, you can do lots of cool stuff in here. I'm not going to cover Jupyter, but if you just did something like print and you said hello world, shift enter, or you ran all at the top, it will just say hello world and actually run everything that you need to do. This isn't it's in an IPython kernel, which means we can actually show images too. So that's why we installed Seaborn. All these different things you can do, really, really powerful for data analysis or for trying to just figure out anything, even in making games. I'll just go ahead and grab this and showcase how it works. So this is just clicking one of the plots and trying to show an example. This is a bivariate plot. If it loads here, we should see it directly in the Jupyter notebook. And there we go. So now we have a very easy setup on Windows for multiple virtual environments in a way that we can change the Python version, we can change the packages, and we can even showcase plots or anything that we want to in a visual way. If you want to save this, just hit Control-S, you can exit out, and to get back your terminal, just hit Control-C to cancel or quit out of there. And there you have it. Over here, I could reopen the same project. I'll just exit out everything. Let's say Miniconda. Go to Miniconda Prompt, and again, open this folder, copy the address, Control-C, CD, space, right-click, and then enter. And then let's lastly make sure Conda activate. myenv2 is where I installed everything. One last time, Jupyter space notebook. Open up that notebook again, and everything you had before is saved directly in there. That's it. This is a really, really nice way and easy way to get rolling with Python.